Yesterday I ran the Joyful 5K in Maple Grove, Minnesota, and I put run in quotes because it wasn't much of a run. The race probably should have even been canceled. There was glitter ice everywhere. The course couldn't be treated, so the little trail where you ran on was totally glitter ice. And I got there, I was actually turning into the parking lot, and my car slid. I hopped up a curb and finally got back out, parked my car, and I was walking like a 2-year-old toddler, just trying to survive on the sidewalk. It was really that bad. I heard from the race director that earlier in the day, a woman from Texas had actually fallen and done a face plant on the sidewalk, bloodied her face, and had to go to the hospital. So I mean, it was really, really, really bad out there. I'm not sure why they didn't cancel it. I suppose they just wanted the event to go on. But yeah, it was really nasty out there. So I decided once I got my race bib and stuff, I was like, I'm not even gonna bother like taking off my jacket and everything. I'm just gonna treat this as a fun run and try to survive it. We got out there and I didn't even bother like going to the front of the pack for the faster runners because I'm like, I just left my big gloves on and everything. I carried my wallet with me and my cell phone and everything because I was just like, I'm not going to make another trip back to my car to take this stuff off and run in tights and shorts because it's just not even worth it. May as well be comfortable if I'm just going to, survive this. So most of the race I actually ran on the shoulder. This was a loop course around a little pond, and the trail was just clear ice like everything else. So I ran most of the race through like 6 inches of crusty snow where I could, and there were a few spots where you had to cross the sidewalk. So it was just like barely being able to stay vertical. Saw a woman fall on her rear end. There was one side of the loop where you could actually jump out to the road. The road was actually nice and dry. You could actually run full speed there. Seemed fine, at least for me. So I did that when I could. That part of the loop I got to run, close to normal 5K speed. But yeah, I was like 10 minutes slower than normal 5K speed. So I mean, it was just ridiculous. But nevertheless, it was a experience. I guess the lesson to learn here is that, there's no use, like if you're really gonna risk injury, sometimes you just gotta roll with the punches when you're out there. The weather's bad. Like at Grandma's this year, it was so hot. It's like there's nothing you can do. You just gotta kind of shrug your shoulders and say, okay, this is just gonna be for fun, for practice. Focus on the things you can focus on, and just kind of, what can you do? There's nothing you can do about it. So, yeah, it was a bit of a bummer in that sense, but it was never going to be a fast race anyway. It was a loop course on a 5K around a circle in wintry conditions, so it's not like I was looking at a PR here anyway. So just mark that up basically as a total loss, and look forward to the next one. I'm going to probably sign up for a half marathon in January. Because my training plan calls for one 6 weeks out from my goal marathon, so I'm going to probably do that. I'm a little leery of that just because I wonder if I wouldn't get more out of it just running on a treadmill, given it's going to be January in Michigan. So I haven't signed up for it yet. I'm still kind of thinking that over. Because I'm not sure it really does me a lot of good if, say, I run a half marathon race and it's, wintry, snowy conditions. I'm running through, 6 inches, 12 inches of snow or whatever. I'm not sure that trains me any better to be able to run my marathon in March in Myrtle Beach at, my goal marathon pace. So I might just give up on that and just do a fast time trial on the treadmill or something like that. So we'll see. My next big race is the Myrtle Beach Marathon in March, so I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm a little leery because all this training through the winter, it's really hard to get those fast miles on road conditions. I'm running some on the treadmill, and I hate to do that because I feel like it's kind of cheating. But it's the best I can do. I'm running outside when I can, but even it's not about braving the weather. It's just about being able to run safely. you know, in those conditions when you're trudging through sidewalks that haven't been shoveled and stuff like that. You just can't go top speed. There's just no way to do it really. So I'm kind of frustrated a little bit by that, and doing the best I can, but I'm curious to see how this works out. My plan is after that to have a nice long training cycle. I think maybe targeting the Marquette Marathon again this year as my backup to try to beat you for 2018. I really have my heart set on that, so I'm trying to pull out all the stops for that, but I'm also trying to be smart and not overtrain or get injured and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do this Myrtle Beach race. Hope it goes well there, and then if it doesn't, I'm gonna give myself a little bit of time to recover, and then just hit another, you know, training cycle and hope for that improvement. So we'll see how it goes. I'm rambling a little bit, but wanted to get that report out there. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have a couple shoe reviews coming up shortly. I got a new pair of trainers. I also got a new pair of racing shoes, but I was thinking about trying them out for this 5K that I just ran, but there was just no way. I ended up wearing my Ultra Superior trail shoes just for any kind of grip, but they really didn't do any good. You really needed Yak Tracks spikes to be able to cut through that ice, which I didn't have. But even then, you weren't going to run a fast race anyway, so it's a bit academic. So thanks for watching. I'll be back with more content, like I said, and I'll talk to you later.